Hello, everyone. We're going to get started here in about 3 minutes or so. So if you want to make your way in, we're going to get started with the program. Mark, thank you. I know. All right, everybody. We're going to make your way in. We're going to go ahead and get started with the program here. Thank you guys all so much for coming out and supporting businesses in Lemon Grove and throughout East County. So we're here to celebrate the neighborhood by GC Lemon Grove. Let's give a big round of applause, maybe. All right. It's probably not the microphone. It's probably me. Okay. All right, so we're going to continue here. So just a little bit of heads up. I'm going to have Ann and Mark come up in a moment to say a few words. We're going to give some certificate presentations to them. We're also having a special certificate presentation award as well. And then when we're done with the certificate presentations, we're going to ask everyone, and you're wondering, is that me? Yes, everyone, even the two people in charge over here for sure. We want everybody outside and backed up against the glass, and we'll do all the photography on the other side of the fence so we can get their branding in the photos so it can be published and all that great stuff, all right? So, all right, let's, again, thank you. Give yourself a big round of applause for coming out here on a Friday. So I'd like to introduce Ann and Mark Stapleton to come up and say a few words.
Hello, 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 everybody. If you don't know, I'm Ann.
I'm Ann's husband.
We have been residents of Lemon Grove for 24 years. We love the city. We've had the opportunity to move many times, and we haven't because we just really feel like we're supposed to be planted here. And so this is such a, I'm tingling all over, a moment of dreaming for about 5 years to have a space. So first of all, we believe that all people are built for connection. And so we pastor a church, but we believe that all people, not just church people, but all people are built for connection. They need to be across tables from one another instead of writing mean things on the internet. You know what I mean? And so we started dreaming during COVID and came up with this idea along with Seth Smith, who's like our son. I've known him since he was 13. And we started dreaming about what would it look like for us to do something for the city. There's 30 churches in the city. You can go to any of them. In fact, we got a couple pastors here who pastor excellent churches. We were like, what's our calling? And it kind of morphed into this, an event center where we can gather people for events for free. We can rent this space out to people who want to have fashion shows like O'Shea, or clubs that need a place to meet and don't want to meet in a garage or a backyard. So this is welcome to the neighborhood, I just want to say. And as we welcome you, I want to say some thank yous. First of all, I want to say thank you to the Chamber. I joined it 2 weeks ago. East County Chamber of Commerce is so efficient. I wish everyone that I worked with in this project was that efficient. But within an hour of joining the chamber, we had a flyer. We were in the directory. We were rolling. I couldn't believe it. They were already pushing it out and marketing for us. So they pulled together a ribbon cutting in 2 weeks, and I'm really, really grateful for that. And I also want to thank the city because we went to the city 5 years ago and said, hey, here's what we want to do. Where can we do this? We didn't want to pick a place and then find out we couldn't do it there. So we worked with the city staff over and over and over looking for a space. Does it have enough parking? You know, is it zoned the right way and all that? So thank you to the city and everyone there. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the building in a second. I also want to thank our realtor, Crystal, who helped us find this place. And she's awesome. And this was, Crystal's in the back filming. This was her first commercial property that she was a realtor for. And I also want to thank our architectural designer. Do you want to say something about Seth?
I
know you can say something funny.
Well, it may not go over very well, but no. Seth has joined us in our vision, and we've joined him in his vision, and it morphed into one. And he is the one who put that vision on paper. He's got the plans over there. And if you want to look at those later, if you haven't seen a full set of blueprints, and you'll be amazed at how many pages, how detailed. And that's Seth. He really helped to bring this to life. And I also want to thank our supporters. And it's not just the city, as amazing as they've been, in the Chamber of Commerce, but our church members who prayed us to this point and will pray us beyond. Our GCLG, Grace Communion Lemon Grove staff, actually volunteers. There's only one paid staff, and it's not me. It's the pastor over here. And our denomination, Grace Communion International, who heels in at first, digging in. No, we're not going to go along with this. And then once they caught the vision, they actually came out to Lemon Grove and saw our community involvement. The chief financial officer, the superintendent of North America came out and Ann's immediate supervisor came out as well, and they saw our love for the city and they saw the potential. And so thank you to Grace Community International, and then the rest of the supporters, people from the Lemon Grove Farmers Market, from Lemon Grove Happenings, all kinds, yeah, all kinds of people. Elevated, the Lemon Grove Coffee on the opposite corner over there. Just thank you so much for supporting us and coming alongside of us in this endeavor.
And thank you to Stan in the back. He just snuck in. He did the T-shirts for us. Our staff has, so thank you. So before we're going to go to a special presentation here, but I just want to say, if you want to walk through the rest of the building, the conference rooms are freezing cold. If you just want to go in there and cool down for a minute. And so take a self-guided tour. And I want to tell you what the cups are for behind you on this wall. So our vision was that we're all neighbors, right? Who's your neighbor? And so if you decide to become a supporter of the neighborhood, even just a $5 donation, you get to grab a mug, and we have ceramic acrylic pens. You put your name on there, hang it on the wall. And that wall I envision with all kinds of names and colors. And that's going to be the neighborhood wall. And those are the neighborhood supporters. And it can be more than $5, by the way, but we got it's a very expensive venture, and GCI, our Grace Community International, paid for the build-out of this building. Very big investment in a faith dream, and so I'm really grateful to them, but we still have to keep the lights on and the air and all that stuff. So if you want to be a supporter, you can just come see me or one of our people in the shirts. And then up on the blackboard, we're going to have a wish list over there on that side for things that are needed in the city, not just for us, but we're here to serve the neighborhood. So we might find out there's a family whose car is broken and we want to raise money to help them fix it or something. We'll put that up there, as well as like toilet paper and paper towels for this place or whatever. We'll put it up there. Stuff for the schools. And then on this side, we will write where that money went. So you gave your $5, where did that go to? Maybe it bought basketballs for the middle school, or helped a girl buy a prom dress, or helped somebody get a night in a hotel, or whatever that money goes to, we'll put it up there. So there's accountability and also inspiration. Like we want to bring people together who have things with people who need things. And so that's kind of part of our vision. So I just wanted to mention that. And another very special part of this project and this building, and one of the reasons that is there's a historic mural on the side of our building, and not historical, like it's not protected, but that painting tells a very important piece of history here in Lemon Grove. And if you don't know what the Lemon Grove incident is, you need to go home and Google it and watch the videos on YouTube, because it is a powerful piece of history. Very proud of that piece of our history in Lemon Grove. And I'm very proud to tell you that the artist who painted that is here in the room today. Mario, right there. Wave to everybody. Mario Chacon. And he painted that back in 2018, and then we hired him to come out and touch it up before we did a Lemon Grove incident, a celebration there back in March. So we kind of became friends as we were out there painting together. He let me paint some of it to help touch it up. And the son of the plaintiff of the Lemon Grove incident is also here, Roberto Alvarez. Come on up, Roberto. You want to make your way up, Roberto? I know it'll take a minute to weave your way through. It's right there. So the city did a proclamation back in March to make March 30th Lemon Grove Incident Day, and the mayor read a proclamation to Roberto. And that was such a special day. We had over 100 people, and a third of them were related to people on the mural, which was really special. Well, then I joined the Chamber of Commerce, and I went over there to talk to them about the membership and maximizing membership. And the gal who does events was like, I don't know why, but the county supervisor's office sent me these certificates, and you just mentioned something about the Lemon Grove incident. I didn't know anything about it. I Googled it. And I think I should give these to you. And one of them was a commendation to Roberto Alvarez and his family. So let me just read it, and then we'll present it to Roberto. And I'm hoping that this March of 2026, we can make the whole month Lemon Grove Incident Month. It's the 95th anniversary of the Lemon Grove Incident. And we can do some things at the Roberto Alvarez Auditorium and here and maybe some other places in the city. So this is the commendation. It says, Lemon Grove Incident Mural, Supervisor Monica Montgomery Stepp, commendation, Lemon Grove Incident Mural, the family of Roberto Alvarez. In honor of the Lemon Grove incident, I proudly commend the family of Roberto Alvarez. Roberto's courage helped to ignite a local movement for educational equity that rippled throughout the nation. This mural will serve as a vibrant reminder of the Alvarez family's courage and a testament to the strength of community. We thank you for your continued efforts to keep this pivotal chapter of civil rights history alive for future generations. On behalf of the San Diego County 4th Supervisorial District on this day of August, it says 26, but today's 22nd, 2025, and it's signed by Monica Montgomery Stepp. So I'm going to present that to you on behalf of your father. And you want us to hold still? Okay. So while they're taking, so I think it's such an ironic thing that that piece of history was buried for decades. He didn't even know about it, and he went on when the school board had attempted to give a lesser education to a group of brown kids. He went on without even knowing about the incident and was getting his PhD in anthropology at Stanford. He went on to like how many people can say that they have a degree from Stanford? I mean, it's amazing. And then he came back and found that his dad had been the plaintiff for this amazing case, and he's put it on the map. So we're excited. Are you excited? You want to say anything?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you. Yes, it is on. Okay. My one of my granddaughters says I need to learn how to use a microphone. Thank you very much for this. I wasn't expecting this at all, and it's so great to see everybody here. And there's a lot of faces that are becoming very familiar, which is really, really great. I want to thank my good brother over there, Mario Chacon, who I learned a lot from when we did the mural. We had a lot of we didn't know each other before that, but we're pretty tight, and it's been just sharing. Not just a mural, but the whole idea of community, the whole idea of being strong together, the whole idea of sharing our own histories with everyone, and also just to fight for us, to fight for that, especially now with what's going on in the country. We really need to stick together, speak out, and do what we can. So I want to thank you for this. I also want to just mention that it's really great that wasn't about us. It was about the community. There's a lot of folks out there who, if you look at that list of students that are out there, there are a lot of last names. There are a lot of students, and they're all represented by their family, by their parents, by their grandparents. So to them, I thank them, and I thank all of you again for having me here and for this great place.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So so there's a really cool part. I don't know how many of you believe in God or in serendipity or whatever, but when we had already picked the name, the neighborhood, like 3 or 4 years before I found out what the Lemon Grove incident was all about, and I was sitting at my desk late at night watching the PBS documentary, and when they got to the part where they organized all the families of the Mexican-American children organized, they called themselves the Neighborhood Association. And I about fell out of my chair because that was the name that we had come up with years before. So I just felt like it was everything lined up, and this is where we're supposed to be. And I was searching online one night, and I found these two standing before the city council, begging the city council to not let somebody move into this space and paint over that mural. And I took that to heart, and Lydia had asked us to be the protectors and the storytellers. So we're going to take that seriously and be protectors and storytellers of the mural. So very exciting. So now we get to go out front. Our sign went up this morning. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're having a great time here today. So we just do a few more certificate presentations, but I just want to make a comment. In Lemon Grove, your government, your mayor, your city council members are here. Your city manager is here, very much caring about lifting up the entire business community. So I just want to make that point. Let's give a round of applause. Your government is here to support the business community for sure. All right. So on that note with the mayor, if you might come on up, I'd like to have Mayor Allison Snow come up on behalf of Supervisor District 4 Monica Montgomery Stepp's office to deliver a certificate to both of you.
So it has been an honor to watch this process. I have literally stumbled upon the place in the middle of construction. Anne has been in here dripping sweat and still, and it's been an incredible place. But I just wanted to talk about how they're connecting hearts, they're connecting roots, and they're connecting action. So here is a place where every person who walks into the doors of this building can feel the heart that put it together. Anne and Mark are emblematic of what makes Lemon Grove so awesome. Like just really cool people who get out there and do the work, and it's the heart work that communities need. We can fix streets, right? we can put up fences. We can do what we need to do to make the city function. But it's the heart that keeps this community together. They connect us with our roots, as you just saw. They've made a pledge to keep the Lemon Grove incident alive. This is the neighborhood. We are the neighbors, and we're pulling together. And then it's a community of action. I don't know, like Tuesday morning at 7 o'clock in the morning, they are out there literally religiously cleaning up our neighborhoods. Like they get out there and do it. They saw this and they made this a reality. They saw this in their heads. They knew what our town needed and they made it a reality. This is a community that pulls together and makes things happen. And these two are some of the hugest components of that. And I know there's a lot of others out here. I can see you. I see Chelsea Gaslam. I see you, Joyce Moore. I see O'Shea. Like, there's some incredible people in this room that really come together and support. So on behalf of Supervisor Montgomery Stepp in the county, I present these certificates to you, Anne, and to you, Mark.
Thank you, Mayor Snow. All right. So now, on behalf of the City of Lemon Grove, I'd like to present City Council Member Yarida Alta Mariano. Close enough. All right. All right. I tried to remember the phonetic way to do it here. All right.
Mark and Anne. You guys hear me? Yeah. Okay. On behalf of the City of Lemon Grove, I am thrilled to present the Certificate of Recognition for being the source of this amazing place. The neighborhood is not just a building. It is the beginning. It is the seed for an amazing future for the City of Lemon Grove. And you guys are the source. And we just cannot thank you enough for what you've created here. I'm so excited for our future. And you guys just kicked us off in the right direction. Every time I would drive by this building, it's been over a year, and I would see the process and as everything that we're doing, the anticipation of this coming together was, just so wanted and so inspiring. So thank you so much. We are, again, so grateful, and we're just praying for blessings and for good things to come, from fashion shows, red carpets, to coffees, to games, Bible studies, so much and so good. Thank you.
right, thank you, Yadia. All right. So now we are the East County Chamber of Commerce. So we serve all of East County, San Diego County, California, and 7 other states, ironically. So our surrounding cities support each other. And so we have a certificate. I'd like to introduce Vince Ortiz, longtime Chamber Ambassador, to give a certificate on behalf of the city of La Mesa, the mayor, Dr. A.
We're very pleased to celebrate this day, this special day with you. On behalf of the city of La Mesa, I'd like to read this certificate of recognition to you. This is presented to the neighborhood by GC Lemon Grove in honor of their ribbon cutting celebration and grand opening event. Congratulations and best wishes for many years of success. This is Mark Arapostathis, Mayor of La Mesa.
And I'm just going to give Vince credit because he can pronounce the mayor of Lemon—that's last name. Good job, Vince. All right. So one more certificate. So we are very excited. Thank you guys for joining the Chamber of Commerce.
Check, check.
There we go.
All right. Thank you guys. So as Ann said, it's time to do the ribbon cutting. So we want all of you to go outside, but make sure we can get out the door, kind of go to each
Check.
side. And once we all get out the door, we'll start putting our backs up against the glass because we want the staff of GC to be in the front. We want Ann to be up in the front. We'd love for the electeds to be in the front. So we'd love to see you guys out there. And that means everybody.
Stephanie Sorensen. Paging Stephanie Sorensen.